in South Florida, we're building a 500 kV transmission line, 68 miles long. It's about 290 structures like you see behind me, with 19 concrete structures. The installation of this line is going to provide power from east of Okeechobee down towards Miami. Here on the canals, which on this project is 68 miles, but the canal section is 12 miles long. The steel structures, like you see behind me, are constructed in 13 pieces, and they're barged out. We have bolsters built for each barge. We'll load the same pieces in the same place every time, and then we'll push it out to the lattice boom crane, and he'll just pick them up the same way each time. And all the guys, they're in a good rhythm, and it takes about a half a day to put one together, and they're on to the next. As far as the foundations go, they're 30 foot deep, 4 foot in diameter, and 3 foot in diameter concrete foundations, all steel rebar and steel bolt cages, and which protruding about a foot or to 2 feet out of the ground in most cases, and protruding about 6 inches out of that concrete is just a bolt cage, and that's what these structures sit on. They'll start at the foundation and they'll level all the bolts up on the bottom, and then they'll start with the base sections. They'll set the 2 base sections, 2 mid sections. They'll put the X braces in, which I'm sure you can see behind me. Then they'll put the top 2 sections on, and then the inboard arm, which is the piece between the 2 uprights, between the 2 top sections. Then they'll hang the outside arm on each side, and then the 2 static arms, which are the small ones on top. And then the helicopter will come in behind the steel setting crew and hang the block insulators and blocks, which is the rollers that the wire will go in. The thing I've enjoyed about working with Beyel is just how fast they can get our cranes to us. We had some issues where we've had some soft pads and everything, and where we have to get larger outrigger pads and steel pads and plastic mats and everything else to set these cranes up with, and they've met those demands. And I mean, we've always seen our cranes pretty quick, because there's been a couple of times that we've needed cranes in 2 days notice, and we're kind of in barren Florida, so they work with us great as far as when we get in a situation where we need something pretty quick. And we've got a couple of mottos. One of them is absolute performance. The other one is safety. It's who we are. With the help of Beyel Brothers and their subcontracting through Poseidon barges, all this work in the canals is going down without a hitch.